Now a carry by the third-year man. This is Austin Eckler. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7. Leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
On 2nd down, Eckler. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
It's 3rd down and 4.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3.
Hey, Charlie!
From the gun, Herbert. Open man, it's Allen. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. Move the chains. A gain of 7 on 3rd down.
First and 10 at the 34.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Go!
Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike. Here we go.
X3, 218. Go!
Running on first down, Eckler. Timmy Jernigan, the Florida State man, in on the stop.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. 4 yards on the pickup there, as it'll leave them with a 3rd and about 4 more for a first. The Texans here on 3rd down, putting an extra defender in the secondary.
You better be afraid of me! 5.
Operating from the gun, Herbert. And he's got a man open. That's Allen. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down, L.A.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in the paper this morning about their philosophy on into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson, and he will return this one to the 30-yard line. He was trying to get that one to Allen that time. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10, right at the 30. Now the rookie from Boise State, Alexander Madison. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 7, Watson. He's got Fuller. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Watson steps away to his left. Deshaun Watson, so multi... dimensional, able to scramble for the first.
First down, Texans.
Reset. 19.
Mark 56.
Alert.
On 1st and 10, Watson. And he fires one that's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48, and they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
At the 47-yard line.
Here we go. Set. 60 Pittsburgh. Hey, watch the ball. Watch the ball.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates are going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Throwing on second down. Watson dancing to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The former number 3 pick, Joey Bosa, bringing the lumber that time.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways, and right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week, and we just saw their first one of this game.
Here's King. A punt of 46, a return of 5. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Hey, Foxtrot, Foxtrot.
Looking to throw on second down. Herbert finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 9.
And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on third down.
Hey, that QB's trash. Let's go.
5.
We're scoreless after 1. Charger football to start quarter number 2. They've got it 3rd and 10 here to start things out.
41 to Mike. Man, that's trash. That's trash. 41 Mike. 41 Mike. Watch the run. Watch the run. Mike 41. We've got a wedge down, huh? Rip left. Rip left. Mike 41. Mike 41. Get ready. Get ready. Get ready.
Back to throw. Herbert. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. J.J. Watt drops him for a loss of 12, and it also brings up 4th down. Here's Ty Long now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. It's a 4-yard return following a punt of 49. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10.
This is it.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier.
First down, Houston.
Reset! 19! Choose the mic. All day, all day, all day, all day. Hey, 24! Check 24! Shoot!
Back to the ground on first down. Here's Madison. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Here's Madison running on first down. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Forced out to his left, and he's going to keep it here. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. The Texans with a first opportunity now from the red zone. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17. Back to throw, Watson to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. And that'll bring up second down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking to go back to Cooks one more time, and that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now Watson being chased out left. He can run for it, and he will. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
Now that's disappointing for the defense. They had the advantage, had excellent coverage all over the field, but they let him get away, scramble, and pick up a first down, and inside the 5-yard line.
It'll be a loss of 13 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and goal.
When you get that close to the goal line, you can't give up yardage that easily. You might have just given up a great opportunity to score 6 points.
First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Watson now to throw, and he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Credit the sack to Joey Bosa.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
The kick by Fairbairn is good. No one attempted or made more field goals than Fairbairn last year. He was 37 of 42.
And they were grateful for every one of those that put 3 points on the board. But I'll guarantee you, Bill O'Brien, the head coach, is thinking to himself, we need to use them a lot less in 2019. Let's make sure we score some more touchdowns.
The Charger drive about to get going. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now?
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
A nice start to the drive, picking up 12 yards there and a very quick first down. Give them 12 yards there, and the Chargers have a first down. What a great surprise Austin Eckler has turned out to be. That's the kid that was undrafted out of Western State, signed with the Chargers in 2017, and then last season, 554 yards at 5.2 yards per carry, and then he was also effective catching the football. 39 receptions, over 400 yards there. A great compliment to Melvin Gordon. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for second down. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a second and long.
Hey, Zoo.
Hey, 4-1 Mike, 4-1 Mike.
Second and 14. And this one complete to Virgil Green. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, second and 10.
Hey.
Mike 41. We've got a wedge down.
To throw again. Herbert on the screen. This is Eckler. And shutting him off. Now open field. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 18.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The intended receiver there, Allen. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. After the incompletion, here's second and 10 from the 20. Throwing again. Watson. It's complete to Fuller. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 25 yards there on the catch and run. Here's Watson. Fuller brings it in over the middle. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's first and 10. Now it's Watson. And an alley to run. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
One set.
Looking to throw on second down. Watson. And he's going to have the hook up to QT. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. The Texans going to signal for their third and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. To throw is Watson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Jordan Akins as the first half is winding down. And the Texans push further out in front. Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip.
Makes the score Texans 10, Chargers nothing.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
Let's go.
The Charger drive about to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation.
He's got a man complete. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. On the left hash, officially it's called a 51-yard attempt. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And that will do it for this first half. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the third quarter. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Melvin Ingram in there to bury him for a loss of 11. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
The Charger drive about to get going. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the secrets.
And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Mike Williams, his second touchdown on the season, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Coaches must really like to see that from the quarterback because he's had the interceptions in this game, but they're able to connect on the touchdown pass.
And teammates love to see that because they know that they miss blocks during a game, but they come back and make them later on. They miss tackles, right? They miss making plays, but the spotlight is magnified on your quarterback. And when he stands up to the pressure and comes back and throws a touchdown pass after throwing some picks earlier, they feel great about that guy.
And likewise for him personally, as a rookie quarterback, has to give him more confidence. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
18 on the play. First down, Texans.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Here's Watson. Buying time to his left. He's letting this one go for Fuller, and that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Open man is QT, complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A nice pickup of 23 on the third down conversion.
First down, Houston.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. Looking to throw. Watson. And his throw is incomplete. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. This is caught. It's Cooks. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down. Watson now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's 2nd and 8. And that pass is going to be intercepted by the All-Pro DB Desmond King. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Get it ready. 10 over.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Get it.
They started on the ground with Eckler. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2. And it brings up second down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
At the 22-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Pilot, 64, weak. Bravo. Now.
Back to throw. Herbert. And this one's incomplete. Mike Williams, the intended target. And it's 3rd down.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, Herbert. It's Williams on the catch. And he's going to be taken down about a yard shy of the first at the 29. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? A good pickup there, a 22.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
And they'll try the jet sweep here. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Watson on target here to Fuller. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 29-yard line. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
No. Check. Lucky. Rush receive. Rush in. Switch.
On 2nd down, this is Madison. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority, because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
3rd and long. It's Watson. And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time has run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now at Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Throwing on 1st down. Herbert. He'll get this to Eckler. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger 1st down. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10.
Hey, high 7. 55. Right there. Please grip.
Operating from the gun. Herbert. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Timmy Jernigan with a sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Looking to throw. Herbert. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Allen, the intended receiver. Oh, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game, go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Touchdown, Houston. Alexander Madison, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Texans have taken the lead.
Well, pardon me, that was another explosive run. And one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson. And this one will be brought back to the 22. He was trying to get that one to Allen that time. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Here's a run on 1st down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard, 2nd and 11. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11. Steps away, and he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. Jerry Tillery brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson dancing to his left. He may try and run for this. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or 2 short. The scramble good for a nice gain of 10 yards, but still 4th down. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. They're going for it. Here's Madison. And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
25, check 25, check 25.
Going on the ground with Madison. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Derwin James, an all-pro as a rookie last year, up from his safety spot to make the tackle. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. They'll try the air now with Watson. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Jordan Akins. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Texans use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Charger drive about to get going. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. The throw right sideline here is complete. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains. Well, last year, Henry really looked poised for a prime breakout season, but then May 22nd, tore his ACL during OTAs, ruled out for the year. Actually was added to the active roster in a pretty heroic return for their playoff clash with New England, but did not play. 29 career games for Henry, 12 touchdowns, and now with Antonio Gates' career coming to a close, they expect a lot out of the 24-year-old Hunter Henry. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Herbert. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and the Texans scoop it. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
Well, that drive wasn't a case of wanting to put points on the board. It was needing to, having to, and they didn't get it done.
Yeah, didn't get it done, and now you look at the situation and the point differential, 2 scores, pretty much game, set, match.
How about the takeaway, though, huh? How about those defensive guys?
The Charger drive about to get going. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly
you
right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Bernardrick McKinney, the linebacker, picks it. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down. Well, that looked like an example of what you said back in the first half. A running back of his size can really wear down a defense. I think he's starting to do that.
I think you're exactly right. And know what else he's doing? He's inspiring the rest of his team because they see this starting to happen as well. So that means they're going to redouble their efforts to help him out. Extra blocking, getting downfield, helping him out.
Watch the twist, watch the twist.
They'll run with Madison. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown.
Good job.
Alexander Madison, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Texans use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. On for the PAT, Kaimi Fairbairn. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in a game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. and that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say we'll get better as we go forward.
So Houston going to come away here with the victory, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for the Texans, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the home team here, they suffered defeat for the first time as they dropped to 2-1. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head down to Miami to take on the Dolphins. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
numbers, big numbers. 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number.
Hey, foreign cars, foreign seats with the foreign leather. Foreign number, put the card in the ATM in the sad era. Yeah, flex mode, this ain't Southwest, this is jet. I ain't gotta shut the cell off, cause the iPhone don't got a jet.